Hello, EV converters and those just curious. Welcome back to Good Enough Garage. And today we are talking some more about the BMW PHEV battery packs, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle batteries. So not quite fully 100% electric, but hybrid. So to my right, I have two battery packs of the older design, and those are 9 kilowatt hours. Their code name is SP06. And to my left, we have two 12 kilowatt hour battery packs, the newer type, and I believe their code name is SP41. I mean, why not? So I try to get a little bit organized so I can go through this a bit logically with you. What are these batteries? Well, like I mentioned, they're PHEV, not fully electric, but they are what I call full voltage. So unlike a Prius battery pack, which is about 200 volts or maybe, I don't know, 250, these are 360 nominal, so you can charge them to almost 400, if not 400 volts. And that makes them ideal for prototyping and for testing. Do I think a 9 kilowatt hour battery pack is enough to drive your car around? No. 12 kilowatt hours? Still no. But they are very compact and they pack a big punch. So for testing and prototyping, they are great. I've already put on over 2,000 miles on my truck, which only has one of these 9 kilowatt hour older style battery packs. Where do they come from? Well, you can get them out of a number of BMWs. I don't know my BMW, so I'll try to do my best in naming the series or what have you. But basically the 330E, which is a 3 series, the 530E, obviously 5 series, 740E, 7 series, and something called the X5. They don't all look like this. So these go underneath the rear seat of the BMWs in the 530 and the 740E. The 330E is different. Instead of having 6 modules inside it, it only has 5. I would pass on the 330E. I know I shoved one of those in my Rabbit, but that's only 7 kilowatt hours. So I'm just letting you know that that's a smaller pack by one module. The 530E, the 740E, and the X5 have 6 modules. The X5 has a nicer shape, which is a rectangular shape. When you start out doing an EV conversion, you're going to have this timid mentality of, I'm not going to open up a battery pack, or at least I had that mentality. I'm just going to run it the way it is. Maybe I'll put this thing in the bed of my truck. Maybe I'll get the 330E pack, which is one module less, but at least it's rectangular. Maybe I'll shove that in. I won't even have to open it up. Unfortunately, that's not how it goes. So then as you build up your confidence, you're going to realize that you're going to tear into these packs. You're going to be cautious and careful, but you will tear into them, pull out the modules, and arrange them the way you want to. That's just what happens. Okay, so there's 2 generations of these packs as far as I know. When I started out with the truck, I bought the older style, the SP06, 9 kilowatt hour, and I thought I'm going to put one of those in, find out what the range is. It turns out to be about 30 miles, 35 miles. And so I called it like the 30-mile pack. And I thought, okay, I'm going to have like 2 or 3 of those, and my goal was 100 miles. And I thought for a city truck, just runabout, it's going to be just fine. So I went out and bought a second 9 kilowatt hour battery pack, and then I thought, okay, 2 of those, 18 kilowatt hours will put me about 60, 65 miles. You get the idea. And then I discovered that they had a newer version. So between 2017 and June of 2019, for about 2.5 years, BMW made the older style. In July of 2019 is where they came out with the 12 kilowatt hour pack. I recommend you hold out for the 12 kilowatt hour battery pack. It's the exact same physical form factor, yet it's larger capacity. Okay, so whereas the SP06 is 9 kilowatt hours and 26 amp hours, the SP41 is 12 kilowatt hours and 34 amp hours. So 2 of these will give me about a range of 84 miles. And to put things in perspective, back in 2013 when we leased a Nissan Leaf for 3 years, it only had a 24 kilowatt hour battery pack, and it was just fine. I had it for 3 years. It was a great car. I should have bought it, but instead I returned it after the 3-year lease. The idea was return it and buy the Model 3, the Tesla Model 3, which didn't come out yet, so I just was without an electric car, if you will. Okay, so that's the packs. Hold out for the 2019 12 kilowatt hours. In a prior video, I told you that the older style, they have a sticker on top that tells you the capacity, whereas these have it in the front on the side here. That's a quick way to tell which ones are which, but I would hold out for the bigger one. So I will probably make a series of smaller videos just because I'm lazy and I don't want to edit a really long video. So this is just kind of an introduction, what we're going to do. We're going to open up the 12 kilowatt hour battery packs, both of them. I might call one pack the red pack and the other pack like a green pack, just because I'm going to be labeling stuff with Sharpies and those are the colors I have. So don't be scared to label your stuff. I'm curious to see how different these packs are. I wonder if they use the same safety box, aka the contactor box. I wrote down on here some challenges that I'm facing. First of all, I need to combine these 2 packs and I need to charge these 2 packs. So I will charge them one at a time to the same set point or voltage, and then I somehow need to balance them. I have no idea how to do that. I don't know if I need to balance them or how to balance them, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then I will run them in parallel. So these are, let's say, 350 volts. So when you put 2 packs in parallel, they're going to stay the same voltage, okay? So this will still be a 350 volt system, but they'll have a larger, capacity, if you will. If we were to put them in serial, then we would have 700 volts, which would be essentially too much, I think, for the Lexus inverter in my truck, but we'll figure it out. Okay, guys, so this is a little introduction video. Stick with me. We're going to be popping the lid off of this one next.